today, so I've heard 2 whistles so far. Could be a bird. Got my other video camera running too, so this should be on there. Definitely will be on the audio recorders. Freaking jets. There it is. Well, you can see I'm camping today. We've had a break in the weather. We've had a lot of rain and some snow showers up in this general area. But the temperature warmed up a bit. Nice clear skies. Bad weather's moving in this weekend though, so I thought I'd take advantage of it and come out and do a one-nighter. So I am camping up at Sherry Creek Campground, just off of Highway 20. Got the whole campground to myself. So I camped here once several years ago, and there was warning signs all over the place of cougars. My buddy and I were sitting around the campfire, and the cougar, screamed out right here in the campground. It's a little nerve-wracking at first, but we survived. There are some other established campgrounds about half a mile apart, and they're all closed for the season as well. But they had all signs posted up there of cougar and black bear, so but I thought I'd come out, set up some of my equipment, and just camp tonight and see what happens, if anything. It is 2 p.m. right now. It'll probably be dark-ish, probably in the next 3 or 4 hours. So I'm gonna get a campfire going here pretty soon, and just sit back and take it all in. So I checked the weather report. It's supposed to get down to about 29 tonight in town. So at this elevation, it'll probably be about 25 or lower. My plan is I have a tent, but I'm not going to camp in it because it's going to be freaking cold tonight. So I'm going to be sleeping in my car. But I got the tent set up. I'm going to be running audio equipment inside the tent. I'm going to place a thermal camera probably at least 75 yards down the road from my camp, watching my campsite. And I'll let that run all night. I'll place another audio recorder somewhere else. I haven't really decided yet. I've been walking around, checking out some of the trails and stuff like that, but I might place an audio recorder down at the very far end of the campground. Since I'm the only one here, I don't have to worry about my equipment being stolen, so, but I will hide all of it before I turn in. Now, I chose this spot. One, most of the campgrounds around here are closed for the season. Now this one's open up for, you know, hunting season and stuff like that. Now about a mile down the road, maybe a mile and a half, there's been some Sasquatch activity that way. Now, a couple miles further up the road, there's been some Sasquatch activity reported. But right here, Sherry Creek Campground is right in line with my Sasquatch alley. And some of my main locations that I kind of like to camp from time to time are just basically, you know, half a mile from here. So definitely have activity up there. There's logging going on in that general area right now, so I don't want to have to deal with logging trucks and equipment running. So decided to come to this spot and just chill. It's nice and quiet, so I'm hoping that will benefit me with my audio equipment. Let's see. You can probably hear the background noise. There's some forest people dropping some gravel, but they're going to be gone here in about an hour or so. So today is Thursday, October 23rd. I've been on vacation this whole week. I always take a week of a vacation every October because October is the Squatchy time period for activity in these parts. Every day I've been out driving and scouting out areas and checking up on some other spots of mine. Been leaving audio equipment out every day, different locations. Been flying the drone a lot, getting as many drone shots as I can for my series of videos, Camping Sasquatch Highway, which the first episode of that should come November, I'm thinking. But yeah, I've been out since, you know, crack of dawn every day, and I don't come home until the evening. So today I've been out scouting around as well, but I didn't want to have to go home at the end of the day, so I got my camp set up and I'm going to stay the night. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm going to have to get a fire going so I can cook some dinner. But yeah, I'm at Sherry Creek. So if any of you have ever had any kind of Sasquatch activity in this campground or in the general area, let me know in the comments. I don't think I have any reports out here. I don't think I remember anything really happening on our first camping trip out here several years ago. But there are several trail systems, ATV trails and stuff like that. They're all connected, and they're all connected to areas that have had activity. So who knows, maybe a Sasquatch will travel these trails from time to time. And hey, hopefully one tonight will be walking through the area. But yep, I'm out here by myself tonight, so nothing new there. I go out by myself a lot. So if anything happens tonight, I'm at Sherry Creek Campground, site number 5. And the whole reason I chose site number 5 was there was already a huge stack of firewood here. So even though I brought some firewood, but I have plenty to burn tonight now. So wind's picking up a little bit. I hope it doesn't last all night. A few days ago, I left an audio recorder out at Lake Leo, and I reviewed the audio yesterday, and I left it out there around 3 p.m. and it ran all night, and it was quiet all the way up to about 2 a.m. and from 2 a.m. till about 5 in the morning, it was just constant traffic sounds from the highway, mostly logging trucks driving through. I mean, it was like a convoy of them, just continuous. But I did have some moments of just nice, quiet audio. There was a howl. I did capture one. It's off in the distance. I'm going to send it to a couple people just to get their second opinions on it, but I'm on the fence on it. It sounded kind of cool, but wasn't sure. At first, when it first went off in my headphones, I thought it was just a coyote. But then immediately I thought, well, maybe it's a wolf. And then it has this like kind of this long stretch on it, and it sounds like a second individual joined in. So I don't know, but I'm going to send that off to a couple people and see what they think. I'm hearing gunshots. Coming from the direction that I was thinking about going camping in. So good thing I chose this area, because it is hunting season. So yeah, the sun is slowly going down. I can already feel a bit of a nip in the air. So I better get this fire going. So I'll check back later. Okay, so I got a thermal camera set up to a battery pack right here, and I got it stuck between these 2 trees, and it's watching straight towards my camp. Okay, so I got a second thermal set up here, watching down that road. There's a main trail system right there at the very end. So if anything comes off that trail or comes up the secondary road or down this main road, I should capture it. Plus, I have an audio recorder way out over there on the edge. It's running right now, and I have my other recorder in my tent running right now. So it is, let's see what time it is. It is 4:45 p.m. So once it starts getting a little more dusk, I will switch on the thermals and let those run all night. See if we can't capture something. Well, it's dark. It's about 6:30 p.m. Temperature dropped real fast, but the fire is nice and warm. Not sure what kind of wood I'm using, but there's nothing like having a nice crackling fire when you're camping. But when I go out by myself, I like a fire that's quiet, you know. Because when the fire's crackling and all that stuff and popping, you can't hear anything around you. Whatever wood I'm using right now, it's a quiet burn. Puts off a lot of heat, but it's quiet. And I like that. So it's super quiet out here. Haven't heard anything yet. Audio's all running. Thermals are all running. And I'm just chilling by the fire. I did do a wood knock a couple hours ago, but didn't hear anything. So basically all I'm going to do is drink my Gatorade and sit by the fire and hope to see some stars here soon. There's a couple of them up there right now. That's one thing I do miss. Some of the areas I camp, it's really, a thick canopy. You can't really see the sky too much through the trees. But I really miss seeing the night sky just completely filled with stars. I've gotten a little spoiled over the years. I used to stay up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And just in case something might happen. But now with the thermals and all the audio equipment, I never really stress that I'm going to miss something. I mean, it's great to hear it, in person, but I am totally content, just using the audio equipment, which means I turn in fairly early, you know. I'll turn in around maybe, 11 midnight, sometimes like that. Not sure that's a coyote. It's way off though. Even though I can hear the highway from here, there's so many trees in between me and the highway that it's really muffled it. So I'm thankful for that. So the audio should sound good, you know, when I go back and review it. Thought I was hearing a deer walk up on me, but I don't see anything. Sound like a deer. Oh, here comes the stars. I don't know if my camera can pick those up. Probably not. Not really. Still got a little, just barely any light. Camera seems to make it look like it's actually still quite light outside, but it's dark. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so right now I'm just gonna just chill out here, listen for a few hours, and then crawl in my car and go to sleep. These moments of being able to get away from everything and just hang out in the woods by a fire, it's priceless. A true blessing. It's not quite as cold as I thought it was going to be, but I'm sure it'll get even colder later tonight. I've camped all over the place around here. And every section of forest is completely different, it seems like. There's areas where you'll go camp and you'll have owls all night long, or you'll hear loons, going off in the background, or you'll hear coyotes. I can't remember, where was I? I was camping somewhere. All I kept hearing was bats. You know, chirping and stuff flying around. But then there's like sections that are just dead quiet. This is one of them. I'm gonna get some more wood on the fire, and I'll check in later.
Outlandish and preposterous, and I think that's as equally big a problem. I mean, one of the things that I had thought about aspects of the subject is the negative effects of over enthusiasm, and that to me would be one of them. It's like, which is worse, the skeptical or cynical take that there are no Sasquatches, i.e. that they don't exist, i.e. that they're nowhere, or the over enthusiastic shouting from the rooftops that they're everywhere. That they're seemingly equally bad, but I actually think the latter is worse. I think the people the overly enthusiastic, the people who make too many claims in terms of absolutes that that we get confronted with all the time. Oh, I've seen them hundreds of times. I know where they are. I can take you exactly to where they are. If you're worthy. Those sort of claims have been around for a long time, but obviously they've gotten more and more prevalent in the social media age. And it's things like that with nothing to show for it, no physical evidence, and no understanding of the analyses of existing physical evidence or the history. I think that drives the skeptics and cynics further and further into their positions that, yeah, they must not.
Okay, so I've heard 2 whistles so far. Could be a bird. I got my other video camera running too, so it should be on there. Definitely will be on the audio recorders. Freaking jets. There it is. So it's 7:08 p.m. The whistle was at, when I recorded on the phone, was at 7 p.m. Haven't heard anything else. I mean, it could just be a bird, but I can't wait to review the audio because that second whistle sounded so human-like. When I was talking about having a quiet fire, all of a sudden now it's just crackling and popping. And it was crackling and popping, and each time it popped it kind of echoed, and that's when the whistle started. So I wonder if that had anything to do with it or not. I'm just glad that I started my audio recorders and the thermals earlier in the day. Can't remember the last time I slept in my car. Hopefully I stay warm enough. Well, where am I? Ah. A little too much. Well, if anything happens tonight, I'll jump back on here. But nothing happens. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Well, it's a little after 7 a.m. I slept great. Did get a little cold. I had to break out an extra blanket. I woke up every couple hours and just had a little look around. Never saw anything, never heard anything. Audio ran all night. One thermal shut off. I think it was just because it was so cold. The other thermal was still running when I picked it up. So I'm all packed up and I'm heading home. This was just a one-nighter for me, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to going through the audio and see if anything happened on the thermals. So when I get home, I'll go through all that and get it posted. Nice campground. Well, till the next video, guys, keep it real, and I'll catch you in the next one.